I also close a lot of sales. I mean, this just happened where a new buyer said my husband is going to freak out if I buy. And I said, I mean, is it like a divorce issue? And she said, no, he's going to have a cow. Guess what I said? She said, he's going to have a cow. That meant to me, what I told her was, he'll be okay. If it's just he's going to have a cow, he's having a cow about everything else, isn't he? Guys who have cows have cows. That's all they do is they have a cow. They're living having cows all day. They're having cows over their kids. They're having cows over the politics. They're having cows over the marketing. They're having cows over how the church is being run. They have cows over the city council. They're just having a cow all the time. So it's going to be okay if he has another cow. He lives for having cows. So I said, I mean, you want it? And she said, yeah. And you can do it. She said, yeah, I can do it. Like, I can do it. But he's going to have a cow. I said, it'll be fine. It's okay. You know, I built my entire culture on this picture that I'm about to share with you guys, and it helped a lot of people. Most people do this. So if this is the, so most people, this is like learning, and they're learning, 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 video, video, webinar, video, 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 webinar, 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 webinar. And then right here is like action. This always looks wrong when I do this every time, but I'll figure out a better way to do it, but I don't know how. So let's pretend this is let's pretend this is a culvert. And this is action, like action experimenting. And all that reading and then this, like it by like the dynamics of physics, it's constipation. You're going to have like a constipation in the mind. Whereas what I think a pro does is literally flip it around. So you take this much ideas, you take one or two ideas, and it's like this much action. So I got this little idea after watching just a little bit of the $1,000 product that I bought about selling through curiosity only, just curiosity, just sell curiosity. And literally I got that little nugget, and then I just was like, email, blast, blast, email, follow-up email, blast, 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 blast. And, you know, I made a little pocket of money on that deal. Raise your hand if you get what I'm saying on that one. So for me to sit there and learn, like an entrepreneur has a tough time in school because the gap between application is just too long. So what an entrepreneur, a really good one, does is like literally from the idea of concept to action is they're so tight, they're so fast that like the gap is really small. So I would say the fear, you know, your fear right here, you've got all this learning going on, and you've got maybe the action is a little unbalanced, and what you got to do is like, this is where fear, this constipation, like there's this dead space, there's this vacuum, and this is where fear, paranoia, but let your fears run wild too.